Hello everyone, this is Ronnie coming here today with a video. We're going to talk about my sales for the first 10 days of June 2019, which is this month, of course. So, many of you maybe see the title, and it's basically, did the summer slowdown start, or am I just a lazy reseller? And technically, it can't be summer slowdown because it's still not summer. Summer's not here yet. What's the first day of summer? Like the 21st or something? So, I mean, but anyway, make a long story short, we'll talk about some sales. We'll show some sales and get into what I've been up to. Well, maybe we'll start there first. I had father-in-law here for the last 2 weeks, so I really haven't listed. The last day I listed was, I think, the 30th of May, somewhere around there, end of May. Haven't listed much since then. Haven't listed anything actually since then, unless it's been like a return or some random thing. I realized that wasn't listed, and we still had the listing for it. But I got 53 listings. I got to get photographed in the next few days. My photograph area is all taken care of. Since if you didn't see our video of how we have our setup, my father-in-law, of course, stayed in our spare bedroom, which is where I take photographs and where I take things. We took everything apart. He left yesterday morning. We kind of fixed it, put it back together, me and the wife. So, this is actually the first summer in a long time I've actually trying to actually really work on eBay in the summer. Usually I'm like, forget this. I got so many other incomes coming in that I don't need to deal with eBay, but this year I said, okay, you know what? Certain things we want to do this year, so we got to do it. So anyway, the beginning of the month was excellent. The first, we sold 4 items for $274. The second was 3 items, 5's 32. Then the third, we had 7 items for $470, and it looked great. Then after that, it was like kind of downhill. 4 for $183, 4 for $264, 2 for $57 on the 6th. The 7th was 1 for $65. The 8th was 5 for $195. The 9th wasn't that bad, 4 for $364. And then the 10th, which was 2 days ago, what was that, Sunday? Was that Sunday? Monday? 1 item for $66, and that item is actually coming back. Go figure. So, I mean, if you do the math, 35 items for $24.70. Yeah, not great, but not bad either. I mean, we just did 10,500 last month, May, so we'd be on pace for like 75. And somebody not listing, it's not bad. But I'm getting back to listing. We're down to 555 listings, which is just unacceptable. But I got 53 things. Hopefully I'll get those done over 2 days. I got all the drafts done, so it's just a matter of taking the photographs and putting them up. I could probably bang those out in a day or two, just depending on what else I have going on. But yeah, that's it. So let's talk about some of the items that we sold since we talked about all that mumbo jumbo. See a new Coca-Cola sign over here. Got another one coming soon too. The wife is getting happy. All right, so this is a Allen Edmonds belt. I mean, they make their shoes, but their belts can do well. I'm not usually one that looks through the belts, but for whatever reason that day, a few belts caught my eye. This was one of them, and I listed it $39.99. and sold within 2 days, full price. I was into this belt for about $3. And it's just your regular brown belt. I went onto the website, found the model name, and really didn't take much more than a few minutes to do that. So second item was this right here. This is a Nike Philadelphia Phillies hockey style jersey, but it's for the baseball team. It's a little bit vintage. I'm not exactly sure when this was from, but it's probably about 15, 20 years old. And there's the Nike tag right there. 2 extra large, which is a good size. Had nice big logo in the front there. I was into this for like $3 or $4. I picked this up 3 or 4 months ago. It sat for a little while. Me and the buyer worked on a price, sold it, moved it on to a new home. And sometimes you just got to do that. And I don't usually shoot offers to buyers when they message me about things. I'll change the price because I have where they have to pay. I can't deal with unpaid buyers or people that are lazy to pay for and make you wait for a few days. I can't deal with that. Speaking of jerseys, this was another one. Mitchell and Ness Toronto Blue Jays Joe Carter jersey. This is like a 3X. Found this in another Bo Jackson jacket. A Bo Jackson Chicago White Sox jersey. I don't know, probably trying to look at here, about 2 months ago. The other one already sold for around the same price. This one sold $60 plus 5 shipping. And I was into one of these for 8 and one of these for 10. I don't remember which one, so we'll call it $9, I guess. And pretty cool jersey. Joe Carter, pretty good player. He was part of that team that won back-to-back in 92 and 93. This is a vintage Nike LSU Tigers dry fit baseball style jersey. See right there, 2 extra large. This is a little bit vintage of a tag, probably 15, 20 years ago. Same thing with the other piece. And nothing on the back. It's kind of plain on the back. See right there. This was a cool baseball jersey thingy. If you're an LSU fan, you're liking it. I paid up for this. I paid $10. I bought this and a few other jerseys, and a few of the jerseys were higher priced. I kind of, when I bought it, I kind of thought I messed up on it. When I checked comps, I thought it was going to sell better than it did. Anyway, I put it up for a higher price because I just said, well, you know what? It's different than what everything else is out there now. And surprisingly, it sold in a week for $59.99 plus 5 shipping. So sometimes just your intuition or your hunch or your gut pays off. This is a Ralph Lauren. It's actually Ralph by Ralph Lauren. It's a dark blue linen sport coat jacket, whatever you want to call it. 56 short. Really a lot bigger size. I've had this probably 5-6 months. You can see the Ralph by Ralph Lauren. This is kind of very similar to the Lauren by Ralph Lauren, but this is, I believe, for department store and Dillard's. They make this almost exclusively for Dillard's, I believe. And it's actually, I think, licensed. Just they licensed the name. It was said 56R, but when you did the measurements, it was nowhere near. Because the shoulder seam, the arms were short, so that's why they got the it's been taken in or something like that. But anyway, paid about what did I pay for this? $7. Had this about 6 months, and it sold for $90 plus 10 shipping. So you gotta like that. This is a Barber, and Barber does good and Barber does bad. I've done really well with Barber stuff, and I've done really bad with Barber stuff. This I thought would have did better. This is a Newer Tags Barber International, and it's with the Steve McQueen. They had a whole like, I don't know what you want to call it, a series or run, or I can't think of the right word I want to use, with Steve McQueen in it. And it had a flag on the front. It was like this maroon colored have nice buttons on it, cardigan. Wow, I'm really not feeling it. You can see right here they have that little O covered in. That's actually made it was sold at the outlet. Had all the tags on it that you want to see. They actually $392 tab price on that, which I really find that hard to believe it was priced that high. But we did buy some stuff from them a few years ago at the outlet. Did really well. This I thought would have did better than it did, but coming into summertime, I wanted to move it. It went somewhere overseas. I don't remember where. The guy was complaining. They went to Australia. And, you know, they have to pay a lot for shipping, and this is a heavy sweater. So moved it down the line to 120. I was into this for like 20 or 25 bucks. I remember getting this at a Salvation Army. Took a little while to sell too. It was probably up for about 3 months. But with summer coming, I'd rather move some of the heavier jackets or sweaters if a good enough offer comes through. This is a vintage green, like a houndstooth wool tweed 3-piece jacket, or 3-piece suit, I should say. It was a smaller size, 36 regular. And when it comes to sizes, I do not discriminate in any size. I will pick up almost anything. Now, there's certain brands that I will stay away from depending on certain sizes. But for the most part, I will pick up anything if it's priced right. This was a really nice, just vintage, no name, no nothing. You can see this is vintage. This took about a month to sell, and I was into this for about $5. Got it a half off day. And I just knew and had a feeling this would sell. Somebody would want it, and somebody did. They paid $150 plus $11 shipping. This is a vintage Brooks Brothers gray herringbone 3-piece suit, size 40. This went to Japan. I've had this listed now between 9 and 12 months. Been listed a while. I remember paying $20 for this at a Salvation Army. It sat for a while. So older Brooks Brothers, a lot of these do not, if it's just the jacket, it doesn't sell that well. But 3-piece suits tend to command a little bit more of a premium, and got $175 plus they paid like $60 shipping to Japan. So me was happy. This is a Stubbs and Wooton men's. They like velvet loafer slippers, and these are really cool. If you look these up, we found a few in the past that were trashed and got good money for them. I picked up these. They had this Havana Yacht Club little embroidery on them. They're really nice. I mean, you can see the condition on these. They really were not too much wear. See right here, really wasn't too much wear on these at all. And these do really well. Got $187.49 for them. And I was into these for approximately $20 or so, give or take a few, give or take up a higher, lower. I'm not exactly sure which one it was, but it took about 3 months to sell though. They did sit for a little while. Some of these I've sold really quick. Some of them I've sold really well. There's actually a reseller. I guess you can call him a reseller. He buys them and he resells them right on eBay. When we were doing research not too long ago, there's a guy that this is like the only thing he specializes in, these shoes. It's kind of interesting. And you've seen me show this in a few other videos. I sold one of these Newer Tags Levi's vintage clothing line, Milano leather jackets. These are the ones supposedly very similar and modeled after Albert Einstein's jacket. Very stiff leather on this, but it's really cool. It has like these Baker-like buttons, and it looks vintage, but it's made in Italy. So I mean, you know, there's the Levi's vintage clothing tags. All the Levi's vintage pieces are made in like Bulgaria, made in Japan. They're made in countries. I see a lot of people listing those in their listings, and it's really not. Made in Bangladesh and Pakistan is not vintage, my friends. But you can see right here, the retail on this was $9.95, and this was, I'm assuming, from 2016. I just went to the website, found all this information here, copied it down. I mean, genuine horn buttons, not Bakelite. Double, all these different little sidetracked different things, but it was pretty cool. I sold this for like $350, I believe, and I've had as many as 3 of these, I believe, all size medium, and they literally sell about 1 a month. I was into these for $25. I actually ran all over New England, going to a certain store, put on like, I don't know, 400 miles in one day, picked up 3 of these and picked up several pairs of pants or jeans and several shirts, going to a few different retail stores that were in our area that were selling these. And I guess they marked them wrong because they were 25 bucks, and did really well because every one of these I've gotten 350 or more for them. So I mean, you do the math, the 3 jackets, $25 each, and I'm over $1,000. One of these did get returned, but it did sell right away again. If I had other sizes, I had mediums only, and there was a few other sellers with mediums. So it was really interesting to say the least, but it was fun. And then the jeans were 15 bucks, and I was getting upwards of over $100 for the jeans. And then there was some shirts that I still got listed. I sold one. I picked up 7. Still got them. They're like $100 shirts, but hey, they'll sell eventually. But it was a fun day driving all over the place. I drove from Cape Cod up and through Rhode Island, through parts of Connecticut, over into New York, and then had a like 9 o'clock at night go, hey, you got a 3.5 hour drive home, buddy. Not good, but it was fun and it made money. You know, made a few $1,000s. I made a video actually of it, but because my boy Wes, I didn't want to step on anybody's toes on those videos, you know, who turned me on to looking for these items. So I just said, no video. I didn't feel like it, even though I did. And I was going to make a video like later on showing like just the process of buying something, selling something, actually making the profit off of it. And just sometimes the effort and the hustle you have to put into something is just, you got to go out there and you got to find it and you got to work your ass off to get it. It's not like go to one store, they don't have it, and you just go, nah, I'm going to go home and watch Breaking Bad today. It's like, no, you go out there and you hit it and you go after it and you attack it. Oh boy. But it's, you know, sometimes you just got to go after it. It's just no other way to do it. Hustle, drive, motivation, whatever it takes. But hey, hopefully the sales will turn around a little bit. I'm not really worried about what we've done, but the last few days, last week or so, very suspect. Not liking it. And yard sales, I haven't been to any yard sales because my father-in-law did not like yard sales. But go figure. I pick up a drill for a few dollars. He's like looking at it. I pick up a pair of Brooks Brothers linen pants. He's looking at it because it's his size. It's like, dude, come out with me. Come with me and let's buy stuff together. Don't take my stuff. But he's a great man. So the drill I think I kept, but he did get the pants. But see you guys later. Try to make more videos now. Whole different, you'll see a lot of changes over the next few months. There's a lot of different things are happening. And that means you get to see us change. And yeah, you'll see a lot of changes. A lot of different things coming. And it's what you people want. It's what we want. I'll like, comment, subscribe. See you guys later. Have a good day.